If you're a skinny guy who's felt overlooked his entire life, this video is for you. I'm not just talking about getting girls or having status. I'm talking about when you walk into the room and having confidence, having a presence, not feeling anxious or self-conscious around other people when you're just walking around and being yourself. Guys, I know how it feels to be super anxious for no reason. I know how it feels to be anxious to give people eye contact. I know how it feels to be just socially awkward and uncomfortable in your body because of how you look and how you feel and just lacking that overall confidence. So first things first, let's talk about why you feel invisible. The reason we feel invisible as skinny guys is because on a biological level, we're smaller males compared to other men. Some men are naturally born very tall, very large, and they're bigger than us. We're naturally skinny wrists, skinnier necks, smaller dudes with lower appetites. Because of this, it makes us look smaller and have smaller body language, weaker posture, which carries over to lower confidence. No one really listens to you when you talk, and you don't have a presence when you walk in. On top of that, you don't look like a leader or a threat, so people don't treat you in either of those regards. All of this causes you to blend in with the crowd and you don't stick out in any scenario, which is why you lack the confidence and have anxiety. Number two, what muscle actually does. So a big aspect of getting in the gym and building muscle that people don't always talk about is that you build real authentic confidence. But it's not based off of ego, it's because you start to stack up these small little wins that you make with yourself. You make promises that you keep to yourself, and you're formulating evidence that you are who you say you are, and it's not a facade. Not to mention, when you actually put on 10 to 15 pounds of muscle, you have better posture, your voice deepens a little bit, and you start to walk around with that presence and that real confidence. Another thing that people don't really talk about once you get in shape is that more people start to make eye contact with you. You're more noticeable when you walk in, you have better posture, you have a better presence, and even the clothes that used to fit you very loose and looked very normal on you will start to fit you a lot better, which will make you feel more masculine overall. A funny thing that kind of happens too once you get in shape is that dudes will nod at you. They'll have mutual respect for you and they'll notice you compared to other men who aren't as in shape as you are. So I know at the beginning of the video I said it's not just about attracting women, but an aspect of getting in shape is that men will respect you and women will desire you. It's just on a biological level. When you're bigger, you take up more space, you'll have more confidence, and you'll be more dangerous compared to other men who aren't in shape. Now don't get me wrong, getting in shape isn't the end all be all, but it's a great start at building your confidence and getting to where you want to go. Now that we covered why you feel invisible and how building muscle actually affects your confidence and your self-image, let's talk about how to fix it. First things first, we need to get in the gym, right? So we need to train 4 to 6 times a week with a main focus and priority with progressive overload. Simply put, this means every single week you're increasing the reps or the weight on your lifts. In order to do this, you simply need to write down your lifts in a notebook. Number 2, eat in a calorie surplus. So all this means is you eat more calories than your body burns in a given day, and that causes you to gain weight, ideally in the form of muscle. A quick calculation you can do to calculate your calorie surplus is to take your current body weight, times it by 15, and then add anywhere from 100 to 300 on top of that number, and then track that amount every single day in MyFitnessPal. Now that you're eating in a calorie surplus and you're tracking it every single day, you need to be eating 0.8 grams of protein per pound of body weight. So an easy calculation for this is just take your current body weight, times it by 0.8, and then you'll adjust that section for your protein in MyFitnessPal. Like I said, you'll track your lifts, which is super simple. You just track it week to week and session to session. So if you hit chest, the next time you hit chest, just look at your data and make sure you're going up in reps or the weight. It's pretty simple. So something I want to mention is building muscle is not an overnight thing, right? But you will get results relatively quickly when you first start. 3 months in, you'll start to feel a little bit better about yourself because you'll build a little bit of confidence and your results will actually start to poke through a little bit. When you first start, you develop what's called newbie gains, which will allow you to put on a lot of muscle very quickly. 6 months in, people will ask you if you've been working out. People will notice that you started building muscle because your body will start making those changes little by little over time. In 12 months, you won't recognize who you are. Chances are after 12 months, you put on 10 to 15 pounds of muscle. You built a lot of confidence in yourself. You've learned what it means to be consistent. You develop the skill of discipline, and you've shown to yourself that you are who you say you want to be. And this is what builds real confidence because it's based off of evidence and actions, not ego or self-glory. Okay, so now that we've covered everything, I've talked about why you currently feel invisible, what building muscle actually does for your self-image and your confidence, and how to fix it, and how that will go along your journey from everywhere for 3 months to 12 months. The next thing I want to cover is you need to start today. The thing is with me, when I started my fitness journey, I actually watched videos on how to work out, how to get in the gym, how to diet, what supplements to take, what workouts to do, what workouts not to do, everything under the sun correlated to fitness. I watched every single video for years until I finally started. And because of that, I was a little bit late to the journey. Now, mind you, I still started working out very, very young, but I could have been even bigger at a younger age if I would have just started and didn't procrastinate in the form of watching a bunch of videos. So start today, pick your plan. I already told you work out 4 to 6 times a week. There's other videos on my channel you can watch to learn what split to do and how to schedule all that out. So there's no excuses there. Track your food. It takes 30 seconds to download MyFitnessPal and track your food. You can start that within literally less than a minute, and go to the gym. Get a gym membership. It's not that expensive. All this stuff is great. It's cool to watch videos, but don't let this be another video that you watch or listen to on YouTube. Let it decide for you that you're gonna start today and you'll fix these things. Because I know exactly how it feels. Like being skinny as a man is not, it just doesn't feel right. You feel weak, you feel insecure, you don't like how you look in the mirror. So use that pain, use that as fuel to actually get in the gym and start taking real action. Quickly, before I let you guys go, I want to talk about how building muscle affected me a little bit. I did mention it already, but there's just some few things I want to let you guys know. First thing is, I just felt like I actually belonged in my own body. When I was skinny, I felt kind of like out of place. I felt very uncomfortable. I didn't feel very confident because I didn't have any reason to be. It sounds weird to say, but it's like once I actually got in shape, it felt right. I felt like I was like, okay, this is who I am. But before then, I didn't really have that sense of identity because I had no evidence. I had no data based off of what I wanted to be. I didn't know I could be it yet. So I had this idea of who I wanted to be, the kind of man I wanted to be, but I didn't have any evidence for that. So it was just kind of ego, but it wasn't realistic. Some ways that this demonstrated itself is I was more confident in my ability to achieve things. The reason I was more confident in my ability to achieve things is because I now achieved something. I got in shape, which is an achievement. It's a status symbol that a lot of people don't have despite other forms of success. So this caused me to walk slower and have better posture, just be more comfortable in my skin and be more open. Felt more masculine. So before I felt kind of, I wouldn't say necessarily feminine, but I didn't feel super sure of myself in the way that a masculine man should feel. And then last but not least, I actually attracted my wife. So I married a woman that I'm actually very, very attracted to, which is a big aspect why I know a lot of you are watching this video and you want to get in shape to begin with. There's nothing wrong with that. If you want to get in shape to attract a high quality, very attractive woman, that's fine. Just make sure that you actually stick with it. And that reason is a deep enough why for you to actually get in shape. So for all the skinny guys who currently feel invisible, make sure to make these changes. Start today. Do not put this off. I know that you can do it. I was there before and now I'm in the best shape of my life. I feel a lot more confident and I married a very beautiful woman. So you can do it too. And if you watch some of my other videos, I'll show you exactly step by step on how to do that. So make sure to subscribe and watch those other videos. For all the skinny men who are ready to actually make a change and want my personalized help, follow my Instagram at skinny2herculean and DM me the word jacked and I'll see if you're a good fit for the program. Peace.